Hey, it's been a long winter maybe, and you're trying to figure out how to get back into the groove and back into shape. I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks I use to get my swing feeling better again after a long winter. Hey, welcome to the channel. Listen, sometimes you take long layoffs from the game, and one of the things I want you to be careful of is not running out there and overworking yourself right after a big layoff. Sometimes you might take 2-3 months off. I know wintertime sometimes gets in the way. Maybe we haven't stayed in the best shape. We haven't definitely hit some golf balls. And sometimes it's hard to get that feeling back in your swing. I want to kind of help you understand how I do it and get the feeling back in my motion. Mechanics are important. And so keep in mind that when I talk about this stuff, I'm always talking from the position of your fundamental positions or your setup is good, your address and grip are good, your backswing is good. So positions matter in all this. So that's always maybe something you want to check. But let's say that, like me, my positions are always in pretty good shape, but there's times when I don't feel good and my swing doesn't feel good and I'm out of shape and I'm out of sequence and it's always a sequence thing for me. It's a rhythm and a sequence and things don't feel good. My shoulders are tight, my arms are tight, my body's tight. So one of the ways I want you to start this, and you don't have to do this on the range, by the way. This is not something you have to come out here on the driving range to do. But what I want you to pay attention to is motion. And I think the biggest thing that I want you to get out of today's video is, so you need to stay in motion as much as you can, in swing motion. So even if you're taking practice swings, like if I have time and I'll do this at home, I will just make swing motions and just get my body moving, right? Get my body rotating. And obviously sometimes, that finished position, you just feel tight. And I always tell people that, your body's in a bend, in a side bend, and a rotation, and you can really get to where it's difficult on your body to hit those positions because you haven't been there. We don't walk around our lives rotating everywhere all the time. We just pretty much walk in a linear way most of the time. So we have to get back to rotating our body and being in these metrics. Sometimes you need to just stand in your address position and just go through the positions of your swing and hold these positions. Get yourself moving again. One of my favorite tools is my swing thing. And this is a product we designed that has our training grip on here, which teaches us the single plane hold on the club, and then it has a chain. But the reason I like this so much is because I can put myself into motion, but not super high speed motion, and I can just make movement. And this thing, because the chain swings on plane, it keeps me moving. And so I will spend a lot of time doing this. When I use the swing thing, I'm spending a lot of time, see how I'm just bracing on that leg, and I'm just loosening up my body. This is where I tend to spend more time. I don't go pound golf balls if I haven't been hitting golf balls much. I don't run to the range and say, okay, I'm gonna hit a bunch of balls today. I get back into movement. Let me tell you a process that I use if I've been taking a couple months off. The first week, I don't hit any drivers. I just go hit some 8 irons, some 9 irons, some 7 irons. I use the swing thing. My first couple practice sessions for the first 2 or 3 days, I'm just getting back into movement. I don't swing hard. I don't have long practice sessions. I have short little chunky practice sessions, maybe 20 minutes, where I just kind of hit some shots. It's about 4 or 5 days into it when I'm hitting some longer clubs. I start maybe hitting a few drivers, getting back in motion, maybe check my mechanics out. It takes me approximately at least a week, and then 2 weeks. I give myself a 2-week window to get back into kind of rhythm before I'm swinging hard at that driver. 2 weeks. Think about that. And I know you guys run out there, and the very first thing you do is you grab that driver and you start swinging at full speed. I don't recommend that. Number one, it's not great for your ego. It's not great for your mental state because and you're not swinging bad. I'm not saying you're swinging bad. I'm swinging good at it. I'm still not hitting it good because my rhythm and timing and my body's tight. So give yourself a couple weeks to get back into kind of a rhythm and get back in shape. And then when I'm doing that, I don't swing too hard. Like you'll see me, like I'll hit this 8 iron and you'll see me hitting shots like this when I'm practicing, just kind of easy. And by the way, notice how I'm rehearsing a little bit. I take little rehearsals. This is all just to stay loose. I'm just loosening up, then I'll swing easy. Not swinging hard, getting through it. My goal is to get in motion, not, and results, you know, I'm not that worried about results. I get my body moving again. So easy, just getting the body to feel good. Maybe stretch it out a little bit. Just getting my body back rotational, because that's what it gets off a little bit. And I'll do this. I'll hit 8 irons, some 9 irons, and I'll do that for 20, 30 minutes. And that will be my first day back. And then the next day, I might hit a few longer ones. And then maybe a week into it, start hitting some drivers. And then I'll be in rhythm. Now, one quick note here. Once I get back into shape, I got to keep moving. I got to make some swings every day. My brother and I talk about this a lot, is try to make some swings every single day. Try to stay moving every single day. Flexible, rotation. That's going to help you when you go back to the course and don't have to try to find that timing and sequencing again. It'll help you so much more. So I hope that helps you kind of understand how, if you've had a long winter, you can kind of get back into it a little bit. Take it slow, one day at a time, start small, work your way up, and give yourself a couple weeks to get back into shape. Hope this helps you. Click the bell icon, give me a thumbs up. I'll see you in the next video.